At just 20 years old, a young man from Singapore pulled one of the most shocking crypto crimes in history. His name was Malone Lam, jobless, overstaying his visa in the United States, and seemingly insignificant. Yet within a few weeks, he would steal $230 million in Bitcoin, and in just 30 days, his empire of lies would collapse. Malone wasn't some experienced Wall Street hacker or a professional criminal mastermind. In fact, he was simply a young man with time, curiosity, and audacity. Behind the screen, he called himself Annie Hathaway. In August 2024, he carefully selected one target, an early Bitcoin investor who had been holding the cryptocurrency since the price was just $1. Lamb spent weeks studying him, figuring out his habits, his weakness, and his digital footprint. Then he began the attack. For 7 straight days, the victim's inbox was bombarded with fake Google security alert, login attempt from Russia. Your account may be compromised. The tension built like a tightening noose until paranoia consumed the investor, and then the phone rang. Hello, this is Google support, Lam said, pretending to be a Google employee. Said, we have detected multiple hack attempts. We need to secure your account now. Panicked, the investor surrendered his security. In that instant, Lam broke into his email and cloud accounts and gained access to $230 million in Bitcoin. But the scam didn't end here. Lam called again, this time as a Gemini exchange support. Your wallet has been breached. You must transfer funds immediately. The victim complied, moving $3 million into a so-called safe wallet. And finally, the nail in the coffin. Lam instructed him to download security software to protect his system. What the investor actually installed was malware, giving Lam remote access to everything. By the end, Lam and his accomplice had siphoned 4,100 Bitcoin worth over $230 million. With the fortune in hand, Lam began living like a king. He spent $500,000 per night at exclusive clubs in Los Angeles and Miami, once racking up a bill of over $560,000 on champagne, vodka, and Red Bull. He flaunted his new reality on Instagram, surrounded by influencers, gifting them Hermes Birkin bags just for attention. He purchased 31 luxury cars, from a custom Pagani Huayra and a Lamborghini Revuelto to Ferraris, Porsches, and Bentleys. Some were so rare, dealers kept records that would later help investigators trace him. His life became a parade of excess, parties, mention, and photo ops designed to scream wealth. He gifted bags to influencers at clubs, a flashy flex that quickly went viral on Instagram. But the louder he lived, the sharper the spotlight grew. FBI and IRS investigators pieced together his paper trail, crypto mixers, VPNs, shell wallets, and money laundering attempts. Yet, it wasn't the technology that betrayed, it was the human urge to show off. Viral Instagram clips, outrageous nightclub receipts, and sudden purchases of exotic cars became neon signs pointing directly at him. By mid September, the news tightened. Lamb's partner, Serrano, was arrested by LAX after returning from Maldives. Lamb tried to vanish, deleting his Telegram account, but it was too late. That same day, the FBI stormed his Miami mansion. 9 luxury cars sat in the driveway. Inside, they found watches worth millions, financial records, and the remnants of 1 month rent. Authorities have so far recovered around $70 million, but more than $100 million remain missing. Lam now faces up to 20 years in prison, with fines that would double the value of his stolen fortune. His empire, built on lies and paranoia, lasted barely a month before crashing down. The rise and fall of Malone Lam is a chilling reminder. that the most dangerous hacks don't start with code, they start with fear. A single fake email, a single phone call can unravel years of wealth. And while Lamb thought he could outsmart the system, his greed ensured his capture. In the end, it wasn't the encryption or FBI surveillance that brought him down. It was his own need to flaunt, to be seen, to prove he had it all. He stole an empire, but he couldn't resist showing it off, and that was his undoing.